broadcasting out into the Ethernet and the Earth thing, using this tree also not only as a friend but as an antenna, kind of like the churches do with their steeples, right? Steeples, they use the people to make sounds and broadcast it out with the steeples. This message is more of a reminder for myself, but if you do see what I'm saying with words, what I'm pointing to, if you guys actually do exist, then listen up. So, a lot of the general premise, I'm going to describe a general premise here. A lot of what has been holding me up, is still considering myself as like everybody else. If everyone else's behavior, like saying wearing masks and stuff, bothers you because you see how beyond it's insane times infinity people's behavior nowadays, but it's to our best, it's for our benefit, or you can make it. I am making it. One of the things that occurred to me today is every time I see a mask, it's a reminder to focus on my breathing. So I'm reminding myself daily that I am not like them. I am not a human being, which some law dictionaries say, when you look up human being, it says see monster, like refer to monster. I am not one of those, and I'm making such statement first and foremost in my head. I am not a human being. I am the Ubermensch. I am the meaning of the earth. So one of the things this benefits, to give an example, is amongst the other things, like my powers being like an empath have increased, which is a good and a bad thing, or a difficult thing. I feel other people's anxiety and fear. They're all like, the people around, they're almost always in fear and anxiety. They're so used to it that they don't even know that they're in it. But I can still pick up on that. I've just been doing this the past like hour or two, say like on the bus or whatever. I still pick up on it, but I don't have to relate to it because I'm something different than them. I'm the Ubermensch. I'm above. I am what they call trans, like transvestite, transcending. No, I am mutating into something more than them because I am the true nobility. So even though I can recognize that they have it, I don't need to mix my energies with them because I am not like them at all. It's obvious that I am not like them. So why would I be held up and participate in something that is not me and I don't agree with? You know, I am free. I can be relaxed and enjoy. I can dance where I want to dance, and see, life, getting back to life. Life had been smothered out. In our days, we've been in a daze, making up weeks, right? Life had been smothered out because, to live life better, you need to do this moral code and that moral code and behave like this and behave like that. So it's like all this, like, instead of like saying what you want to just say, you have to be polite. You have to blah, 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 and it's smothered out life. It's like, don't be yourself over here. Also, don't be yourself over here. You can't say this, you can't say that. It got so bad, like what you should or shouldn't say, that it got in your head and what you should or shouldn't think. And fuck all that. You're not like them. I am not like them. And I remind myself daily, I am not like them, so I don't need to behave under the same rules as them. There is something else really important I was going to say. The other, the fuck was it? Anyways, maybe I'll make a continuation of this video, but remind yourself that you are not like them. So if you're saying this social, you're talking to anyone, or even if you're not around anyone, like this, like say my mother, like stresses me the fuck out. See, like the meek shall inherit the earth. That had already happened. Somehow, the true nobility, like the true, like real, right, actual beings, were under the impression that all men were equal and that we were like just everybody else. And our powers were being tricked. And to manifest all this nonsense, to manifest basically a flood of people where we had lost ourselves in this flood, in this vast sea of extras, like in the movie. They're just a bunch of extras. I am the all refocusing and regaining itself now, and I cannot be tricked. And I see that I do make whatever I want. And yeah, so the meek had inherited the earth. Their time is up. All these rules and bizarre behavior, what it is like, so if you're like me, you have a more deep, higher level frequency. And most people do not have that. Like I said, they're extras. So say in ages past, they resented it. Like Nietzsche said, ressentiment. And it was their, for some reason, we're like, yeah, let's do something different. They were given the opportunity to run the show while we forgot about ourselves, and our energies helped fuel all the nonsense, which led to like crazy shit like Crusades, which, by the way, people forget that there was another crusade. It was in Europe to go conquer and have the Northern Europeans submit, which the Latvians, they say, is like one of the last pagans. That's probably why I'm in this body, because recent ancestors were still in touch with what actually is energies and magic and alchemy. So yeah, their time is up. And so what, say like what they had called the law, right, is just basically snuffing out life. Like one of the things I wrote is, if you can imagine it, they'll make a legal code against it. That's if they haven't already. We, ones like me, have the ability, we have power in us to like just love life and like do amazing shit, and it had been being robbed by being under the impression we were like everybody else. And what was good, what they called good, was being useful, was being used. That's what we need to get out of every concept. Like what we had been trained to believe is good is not good. It's anti-life. So the mask really is a blessing, because it's like we're not getting through to anybody. It's like, okay, what's good or whatever, to be good, useful, I need to look out for others, and the others won't fucking listen. It's like, why are you guys putting on a mask? So we need to get out of the good. Like I said in a video before, like the mutation, the spiritual. See, it's like all the words are fucked up. Awakening, like awake, right? Transcending, like transvestite. That was the other thing too I wanted to say. Since I am different, I can reconfigure the words as I want. So I've already been stopping people when they say, I bless you. I'm like, please don't bless me. Now I can say like stuff like, because I just came up with this, be more. So I be more you. Be more. Right? Instead of morning, maybe call it rising. Right? Because morning, crying, everything had been in reverse, and that's the whole thing. Is like the alchemy is now taking over the magic, but still the magic still comes into play. And so instead of someone saying good morning, like crying, like, no, don't say that to me. Say good rising. I think you get my point. And I'd be more my fellow tribe members if I do have them.